Man, I'm really glad to have you here this time. It's going to be awesome.
Glad to be here, guys.
Hey, whoa. We're all wearing superhero shirts.
Fuck it. Superhero games.
It's bros time.
NTF. Nerdy Dude Stuff.
Hello, nerdy dudes and dudettes, and welcome to another episode of Nerdy Dude Stuff by Rent or Skip. I'm NDS Zarbus.
And I'm NDSO Prius, and we have a very special guest with us.
Trader Cory.
And this week, what we're going to do with our special guest, Trader Cory, is call a random game store and ask for 3 superhero games. So with that said, let's get a game store on the line.
Thank you for calling GameStop. We can still pick up your switches. This is Yabu. How may I help you?
Hello there. Yes, I'm looking for some recommendations for a friend of mine. You see, I'll be meeting him in a few hours, and, I want to give him this nice little gift. He always likes to play the hero. So, could you recommend some good superhero games for me?
Superhero games?
Yes.
Well, if you are, let's say, fictional or like, comics, those kind of senses, what kind of a person do you think, what kind of a hero have you seen him play before? Because there are such games that we can get into Marvel and
he likes
your superheroes.
He's definitely into his comic
games with heroes. So what kind of heroes do we get into?
Well, he's definitely into those comic book superheroes. There are times I see him running around wearing a cape, of all things. And, it's just any kind of superhero will do. He likes to save people, so... What kind of superhero games?
How old is he? So I can make sure that I'm not, recommending a game that he probably can't play.
He's 35, yes. And believe me, he can afford any system you have, so just give me any recommendations you have.
Alright, so our Batman series is probably one of the best that we have, especially for third person.
Batting for Batsy, alright.
That may be very interesting to play. What else? I've actually haven't been into superhero games for that long, so to me, this is probably very new, just to even explain it to you. God of War is not that bad. I've heard really good reviews about it. What else? What else superheroes?
Just one more game. Oh, hold on. Harley, put that down! Sorry, just talking to a friend of mine.
Absolutely.
Yes, one more game. One more game, just as a good example.
Now that I'm looking, Dark Souls, from what I've heard, is probably one of the hardest games. It'll probably give him a great challenge, especially if you're talking about a superhero game. That would probably be one of the best. So go for it.
What
thank
comic
you.
Is he from? What comic is he from?
Oh yes, is that associated with any form of printed comic media?
The second game?
The Dark Souls. It doesn't really sound very
Dark
heroic.
Souls is not related to anything comic.
All right. Well, Dark Souls definitely sounds like something I would definitely play. Well, thank you very much for your suggestions, my boy. And, I'll see you soon.
Did he fucking ask fictional superheroes? No, the non-fiction superheroes, please. I want, that guy from Seattle who dresses up and just punches people.
Oh, Phoenix Jones.
He has a video game,
Phoenix Jones needs a video game.
The superhero game Dark Souls?
Dark Souls.
Marvel vs. Capcom would have come to mind.
Marvel vs. Capcom, Ultimate Alliance,
The Lego
Injustice,
games.
the Lego superhero games.
So many to choose from.
Okay.
We need to debate if we're actually going to use his games or just,
It's just, we got a superhero game.
we have one. Should we just add 2 more of our own, or...
No, let's go with the recommendations.
Yeah,
I think
not
we're still
superhero, but...
We tried.
It's a unique perspective on superheroism.
Yes.
Clearly this guy we called is more Jimmy Olsen than Clark Kent.
So, Trader Cory, as our special guest, what would you buy first?
What would I buy? I would probably buy the Batman series.
Okay.
I love the storyline for that, and it's probably my favorite Batman of all time. Because you got the animated voice.
Right.
You got really logical reasoning behind these really goofy-ass characters.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take itself overly seriously like some other Batman stories out there, like the Dark Knight trilogy.
Right.
A very unpopular view for me is I don't like the Dark Knight trilogy, but the Arkham series, I find it amazing.
Okay.
So I would buy the Arkham series.
I agree completely. The Arkham series has been fantastic. I know I'm wearing a Batman shirt, but my favorite's really Red Hood and Arkham Knight. Spoiler alert. Worst spoiler ever, because they freaking telegraphed the twist that the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd the entire time. So seeing one of my favorite heroes, if not my favorite hero, voiced by like the greatest voice actor out there, Troy Baker. Holy shit. Awesome.
Love me some Troy Baker.
Awesome. Such a great game. For Arkham Knight alone, I'd choose the Arkham series, but City's great. Arkham Asylum's great. Arkham Origins was a game. It was good-ish. it was good adjacent.
I'm actually going to be different from you guys. I'm going to go with my personal favorite superhero that I'm really glad the Marvel Universe incorporated him into the universe because it's not a superhero. God of War. I'm going to buy the God of War series. I'm always a fan of Kratos. That violent hack and slash. He's so angry. Like, maybe, like, Kratos' anger is comparable to the Hulk's anger, so that's why the guy was confused with it. But I love the hack and slash. I love the violence. I love the anger, the controls. The God of War 3 was one of the most like epic experiences to showcase a PlayStation 3, and I'm super excited for like the revamp and where the series is going.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we're going to like Norse mythology.
Wicked awesome beard.
Yeah. And like axes instead of his chain.
We know what beards are like.
So
beard fight. You're not included.
whatever. So renting, what would you rent?
I would definitely rent God of War. I mean, it was really close for me between Batman and God of War for buy.
Okay.
Because when I was given God of War, it was a special gift, and I started playing it. I didn't get quite into it until I had a really bad day, and then I played it, and I beat the whole goddamn game in one day. It was just, it was the best stress reliever ever is God of War. Up until like the last one that came out, I tried playing that one and I couldn't get through it.
The prequel one, right?
Chains of Olympus?
Yeah.
I never even tried that one. I played 1, 2, and 3.
I played 1, 2, and 3, and then I played the 2 that were meant for the PlayStation Portable
PSP.
that got ported onto the PlayStation 3, and those were fun. Those were actually a lot of fun, but it was that last one was just, it left a bad taste in my mouth. So the new one coming out, I would totally rent it if I couldn't buy it. Like it was
just
absolutely.
like the other G of War series, Gears of War, it completely fell off the rails after the third game.
Yeah.
What would you rent?
I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to rent Dark Souls.
Okay.
I really like a good challenge. It's nothing against God of War. I think God of War is a great series. Again, 1, 2, and 3 were great anyway. And I love Greek mythology. But something about Dark Souls, like I like a good challenge. I like a game that's just going to like make me want to throw my controller through the fucking wall. And it seems like
Dark Souls will do that.
Dark Souls can do that for me. So like if I don't have to rage and stand up and wander around my apartment for a minute, like
in God of War, you play a vengeful person, but in Dark
Souls makes you the vengeful person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rent the Batman Arkham series. I think in terms of a sequel, Arkham City was one of the best like sequel games ever made. Like it redefined. You know, from opening it up from Arkham Asylum into like the Arkham City, it took a straight, narrow kind of game and turned it into a huge, very linear, and turned it into a huge open world game. And then it was just nice to see the final one go into like the mature content and really evolve. So it was a really good evolving trilogy that just kept you hooked. I'm not even going to talk about the Arkham Origins.
It wasn't bad. I would never say it's a bad game. Again, Troy Baker's
the three by Rocksteady were phenomenal,
and Troy Baker does a great Joker in Arkham Origins. Yeah. So can't take away from Arkham Origins. Good game, just not on par with the trilogy.
Yeah.
So obviously you're going to be skipping.
I'll be skipping Dark Souls because I'm not a medieval guy. I'm not a medieval guy. I don't like suits of armor are clunky. That's why I like the new Batman is because they made his armor and they made it workable in a real life environment.
Right. Yeah.
But like swords and all that, I'm either really really ancient history or really really recent like 150 years ago kind of history.
So within the superhero thing, you're not a fan of Azrael.
I mean,
it's basically just Batman with a sword. So.
It's Batman with a sword. It's Batman that kills, Batman with a sword, Batman with Freddy
Jason
Krueger
Todd is
claws.
Batman that kills too. That's why he's a badass.
Yeah.
Batman with guns. Not
God,
Ben
the
Affleck.
DLC was fucking awesome.
But
Just
so is Flashpoint Batman.
fucking choking somebody out and just
Yeah, but that's
should have
Thomas
called
Wayne.
into work
That's
today.
Thomas Wayne.
Yeah. So
So
you're
I'm gonna skip God of War.
Okay.
Mostly just because the other two games speak to me a little bit more. God of War is great. I'm absolutely going to be pre-ordering the new game 4. Going to be getting it day 1, midnight release. I'll stay up for that. Very excited about it, but just compared to the other two where I really want to try out Dark Souls and absolutely love Arkham, it's the only reason I'm skipping God of War. I can't say anything negative about it, why I'm skipping it. Not like Horizon Zero Dawn, which can be the rusty back.
You brought it up, not me. I'm going to skip the Dark Souls series. I've heard how frustrating it can be. I am interested. I do want to dive into it, but I have other places I need to dedicate my time and other games I like to dedicate my time to, and I just don't have it in me to dedicate to like Dark Souls or really Bloodborne, and I don't want that aggravation of feeling like I'm really good, feeling like I've accomplished something, and then a player just comes in and ganks me, and that's it. Goodbye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. So, that's our choices for this week. We tried to go with a superhero theme. We did not really stay on that theme, with the exception of Batman, the Arkham series. We have God of War series, and we have the Dark Souls series. So if you agree with us or disagree, leave a comment below. Rearrange how you would buy, rent, or skip. We'd greatly appreciate it.
So I'm going to do a super, super quick one. Lego Marvel, Injustice series, Arkham series, super quick buy, rent, or skip. So we have an actual superhero one. Go. But just all three
Just
back to back.
yeah.
Man, Arkham would still be by. I would probably rent the Lego series, and I would skip Injustice just because I'm not good at the one-on-one fighting, as you know.
I just, right before we filmed this, kicked the bejesus out of him in Injustice 2, which is why I'm going to still buy Arkham, because I love story games more than anything. Rent Injustice 2, skip Lego Marvel.
I'm on the exact same. I would buy the Arkham, rent Injustice, and skip Marvel.
Perfect. All right, well, anyway, just so you know, again, this is Trader Cory, guys. He's got his own channel. Check it out. We're going to post a link probably right here in the middle of it, just right down around his crotchal region. Which I've noticed is always where the post a comment is for me. It's just right here.
Your shirts go really well with it.
Just comment. Please, guys, like us, comment, subscribe. As soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we'll be giving out 2 of...
Oh, you guys.
Oh, God, we broke everything! 2 of those t-shirts
Nerdy Dude
out.
Stuff t-shirts.
Just based on kind of a raffle thing, we'll be giving out our Nerdy Dude Stuff t-shirts. So again, 2 lucky winners. Once more,
I'm NDSO Price.
I'm India Zarbis.
And I'm Trader Cory!
See you next time.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Please be sure to leave a comment, like, or subscribe. It's a great way to support Nerdy Dude Stuff, and we highly appreciate it. If you want to watch another video, just click on one of the ones above, and we'll see you next time.